Welcome to the online training for SourcePoint's medical transportation volunteers. We encourage you to write down any questions that come up during these sessions. Your volunteer supervisor will answer any questions at your in-person training. This introductory session includes a segment on understanding the role of volunteer transportation, the plan for your training that will set you up for success as a volunteer, and the process for scheduling transports. Let's talk about the role of the medical transportation volunteer, which is to provide SourcePoint clients age 60 and older with transportation to medical and social service appointments and adult daycare. Typical medical appointments include visits to doctors and dentists, as well as lab work, prescribed therapies, and dialysis. Social service appointments can include rides to counseling or support groups, adult daycare, tax or foot care appointments at SourcePoint, and those related to housing, food insecurity, employment, and utilities. Public transportation and ride-sharing services typically offer curb-to-curb service, which means the rider is expected to be waiting at the curb. Some offer door-to-door service, which includes light assistance from the passenger's front door to the door of the vehicle. SourcePoint offers the next level of service called door-through-door. This means potentially entering the client's home to provide gentle assistance with the client's coat or shoes and light guidance down steps and along walkways. Most transports originate in the client's home, but it is possible to pick up clients from somewhere else, like a caregiver's home. Volunteers taking clients to medical appointments typically wait in the waiting room until the client's appointment is finished. Imagine what a comfort it is to the client to know that their ride home will be waiting right where they left them. For appointments with set schedules, such as dialysis, it's not uncommon for a volunteer to leave and return at the completion of the treatment. Adult daycare transports involve transferring the client from the care of a caregiver to the care of the facility's staff attendant. Door-through-door service means accompanying the client back to the safety and comfort of the inside of their homes, and then it's mission accomplished. There are some extra services a volunteer can optionally extend when time and comfort level allows. Some clients may request that the volunteer accompany them into the exam room. This service is provided at the volunteer's discretion and based on the volunteer's comfort level. Volunteers may not take notes or interpret medical guidance. On the return trip from the appointment, volunteers are allowed to stop at a pharmacy for a prescription or lab for additional testing. Again, this extra service is offered at the volunteer's discretion depending on their schedule and willingness. Volunteers should never feel badly about saying no to any of these types of requests. Volunteers are not permitted to take the client on unrelated stops or errands, such as running through McDonald's, taking a package to the post office, or popping into the grocery store. An advantage to this volunteer opportunity compared to many others is its level of flexibility. Volunteers are not tied to a weekly commitment and can take off for Florida for the winter and resume volunteering when they return. While we encourage volunteers to accept at least 2 transports a month, there is a wide range of time commitment to this role amongst the volunteer pool. Medical transportation training starts with this online introduction followed by 5 short modules. The first one covers SourcePoint's in-home care services program, which is the home base for medical transportation. The second covers transportation policies. Following these policies is your best protection against liability and sets you up for success as a volunteer. The third is passenger support, which demonstrates how to provide the best and most appropriate customer service to your clients. The fourth covers the management of mobility devices such as wheelchairs, walkers, canes, and portable oxygen. And lastly, the fifth covers defensive driving. We know you are a competent driver with decades of driving experience. Since SourcePoint carries an insurance policy that covers all our volunteers, we are obligated to our insurers and our clients to make sure our drivers have the most complete training possible. Watch the online modules at your own pace, and when you are done, make an appointment with your volunteer supervisor to come back to the building for some one-on-one time. She'll answer any questions you have from the training modules and assist with getting you set up with the online portal for scheduling transportation. We suggest that you bring your favorite device, like your laptop, tablet, or smartphone. You will also go over timesheet entries, have hands-on experience with mobility devices, and a car fit session. CarFit is an educational program developed by AAA, AARP, and the American Occupational Therapy Association. It consists of a 20-minute session with a trained CarFit technician who will show you how you can enhance your own comfort, safety, and fit within your vehicle. Let's talk about the scheduling process, keeping in mind that this is just a general overview. To get on the schedule to provide medical transportations, the first step will be to set up an account with our online portal, VicNet. In your profile, there is a tab called My Schedule, Sign Up. Clicking on this tab will take you to a list of transportation requests. The list includes transportation requests for the current month. To see the next month's request, click the Load More button. Each listed request provides the date of the transport, pickup and return times, basic location information, and any special instructions, such as if the client uses a mobility device. This is enough information for the volunteer to make an informed decision about whether to accept the transport or not. To accept, check the box on the left. Confirm your selection by clicking the Schedule button. The volunteer supervisor will automatically receive an email letting them know the assignment has been accepted. She will then place a detailed information about the client's trip in a Dropbox folder, which will be set up at the in-person training session, and send the volunteer a confirmation email. No need to memorize or even understand the techie stuff. Your volunteer supervisor will give you hands-on training on your own device during the in-person session and go over any questions you have from this or any of the sessions that follow. You have finished the introductory module. Way to go! Remember, take notes on your journey through the online training sessions to better remember the questions you'll want to bring to the in-person session.